It's a bright and early Saturday morning, and it is time to spread some hayseed. We're gonna take you along and show you how we do it. I'm gonna learn how to do it as we do it, but you know how it goes. We got a cool little machine hooked up here. He agrees. It's morning and it's time to get going. All right, so this is the product we're using. We're using Hound Dog Tall Fescue Mix. Approximately 20,000 square feet of pasture can be seeded with just one bag. And we have 5 bags to go. Now, for those of you keeping track at home, we've already gone through about 10 bags on the other pastures, but we have not had a chance to show you the process. So we're gonna take you along, show you this cool hopper spreader that we have, as well as the process that we're using for that seeding. This is something that I had never done before. It's something that, you know, I've done lawns, I've grown lawn from scratch in the city, a backyard. But then I started thinking to myself, when we moved here, at some point we're gonna have to seed hayfields, all right?
Yeah.
What is hay? Well, ultimately hay is just
something that
long
goats
grass.
and stuff eat.
Yeah, it's something that they eat. You get it from a farmer, right, who has hayfields.
Yeah.
But then we started to grow it and have our own, and I had to learn a whole lot more about the whole process of growing hay, planting it, fertilizing it, cutting it, drying it, baling, all that. And so today is like step 1 in the next year's process of preparing for the seed. And so this is all going out on our main pasture and on our corner lot, and ultimately it's gonna be just thicken up the pasture that's there for them to eat on, and of course for us to bale eventually as well. So we're gonna dump these bags into the hopper. I'm gonna take some along in the bucket of the tractor, and we're gonna see if we can find a cow to pack, because she sounds really low.
That's Claire, she's very chatty.
Let's go see Claire. Quick, see Claire, and then we'll see.
Hi, Claire. What's up, girl?
She's utterly lovely.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, they're so impressed with me. Hi, baby.
We're still strangers to her.
Hey, baby. Hi. I'm gonna go check on those babies. This morning we're using a product called a Cosmo Seed Spreader, and I'll just show you how it works real quick so you can see functionally, then we'll fill it, and then we'll actually show you us using it. But this thing right here is called the hopper, and this is where you dump all the seeds into. All that grass seed is gonna flow down to the bottom, and you can kind of see some remnants down in there. And I'm gonna just pull a lever here that you can't see yet, and just show you how that opens. See how that opens down in there? It's just gonna open a little bit, just to let the seed drop out. Now I'll open it all the way so you can see what that looks like all the way open. See that? So the handle that we're gonna use is right here. And so as I'm sitting in the tractor, I can reach back and I can pull that handle. Obviously, grass seeds are really small, but you can spread other things. So I can pull this pin out and drop it down to one of these other settings to make that open more or less based on how much of that product we want to spread. Now this thing can spread manure concentrate, it can spread fertilizer, it can spread seed, and of course that's what we're using it for today. So we're gonna dump some seed in and get going.
Yeah.
This particular brand of seed is a coated seed. It's got that white coating on the exterior instead of the brown, tan, black shell you might be used to seeing on grass seed. The reason we're using this coated seed is because the germination rate is much higher than the regular seed, especially in the wetter climate that we have here. A lot of the seeds that have no coating will kind of rot over the winter, and since we're seeding this here in the fall, I mean we're here in October, it's going to start getting wetter, colder. I'm learning essentially tips and tricks that a lot of the farmers use. Interestingly, I was told some farmers wait until there's actually snow on the ground, then they seed over it. And then as the snow melts, it weeps into the soil and pulls the seed in. That's very interesting. For this technique, we're literally spreading it right now, and then as the rain and everything comes, because already a seeded pasture, it's gonna kind of fall down to the base of the grass that's out there. It was mowed semi-recently anyway, so it's not like the grass is going to keep it up from hitting the soil too much. So as the winter comes, rain comes, it'll knock it down onto the actual soil, and ultimately it will probably start growing. Now, we are expecting this to probably start germinating in the next 10 to 12 days, but it's going to be growing at such a small, slow rate. We're probably not going to see a massive change in our fields until next spring, which is when we want to see all that new growth happen. You ready to seed?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Gideon living his best life.
What are you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing?
He has his driver's license.
This Mr. Wiggle. Oh my, what are you doing? What are you doing?
How many
Oh, baby. Oh,
can you fit on a tractor?
Oh, puppy.
Oh, Gideon.
He's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. See you out in the field.
Bye.
Alright, so David and Audrey are going to come out on the other side of these trees over here, and they're going to go driving all the way across this field, past the cows, and they're going to come out over here by this front corner, and they'll kind of start doing back and forth and seeing how far they can get today, seeding this pasture.
Hey, cows. The way we're going to spread the seed using this seed spreader is it is driven by the PTO, which we showed in other videos, but it's a little thing that sticks out the back of the tractor that takes the power from the tractor, which is why it's called a PTO, power takeoff, and it hooks up to the implement that we're using. In this case, this hopper has a little mechanical clutch that will connect to the tractor and spin. Now, I'm going to point right down here at the bottom of the hopper, and as I turn that PTO on, that is going to start spinning. I'm going to open the little door, and it's going to start dropping seed down onto it.
Are you trying to eat my camera, sir? Hi, Stewie. I know. I know. I don't think this scene is ever going to get old for me.
Enjoying your cows?
I think pasture looks good on this girl. She's got a little bit of weight to gain, and I think she's going to manage it out here. She is very happy munching on that grass. See, this is the hazard with bottle calves. I've been out here giving everybody a little bit of scritches, but then they follow me. But no, I want to come over here and check out Miss Rapunzel, see if we have any sort of signs that tell me that she's got a baby in there. Just walking around. I don't know, guys. She's definitely fat. She's a chunky lady. Her teeth are getting longer, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of udder development, so I don't know. Just gotta wait and see. See, this is what I'm talking about. Hello. Hi, Sweet Belle. She's getting quite fluffy. Very winter fluff. And then there's Minnie. Minnie likes to give kisses. She likes to mutually groom. So when I'm scratching her, she tries to give me scratches too, which doesn't feel fantastic, but she does love it. She's a sweetie. Well, I'm now properly slobbered upon. David is sewing away on the hay fields, but I have to go do dishes. Dishes are so boring compared to just being out here. It's been a while since I've been able to just like visit with the cows. So it's almost like getting Claire like gave me an excuse to come out and just visit with them. And it's always nice to be like, oh, but what if they're like going wild because nobody's handling them? And then I come out here and as soon as they like recognize who I am, they're all about it.
Audrey fell asleep riding in the bucket while we seated. Take a look.
Look comfy. Hey guys, Editing Amanda here. I was editing the video here and noticed that we forgot to close it out after Audrey's little tractor nap. So I wanted to say thank you everybody for joining us. As always, this is your country nerd with a goat herd and a cow herd, saying that you can grow where you're planted.